I'm your mother, I'm your brother, I'm your sister, I'm your friend, I'm your father when you need one. I'll be here till the end. Hello, family, and welcome to the house at Vanderbilt, where you will sit back and don't spat, but have a meaningful conversation with all life forms. You can be black, brown, white, Protestant, Gentile, or Jew. Righty, lefty, MAGA, BLM, Antifa, and gay too. Because all are welcome here in this house. So sit back and relax and get on in here and cop a squat. Because the conversation is about to start.
Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. I'm watching Jackson State and Sonic Boom. Y'all know me. Y'all know I love like marching bands and their music and the whole HBCU movement. You know, I really love it. I really love it. So let's go ahead on and get set up. Get this thing rocking right. Let's get the sound going right. All right. All right. Happy Sunday. Where are my glasses? Oh, happy Sunday. All right. Happy Sunday. I do not own the rights to any of this music that y'all hear. This is the marching band of Jackson State University, the Sonic Boom. They are playing in the background. I do not own any of these rights to any of this music. All right? But I'm going to enjoy it. All right. Where are we at? Yes, let's get back there. All right. We are set up and we ready to go. I don't know how two laptops can actually say the different time. I don't know how that's working, but one says 2:58 and one says 2:55. We getting ready to start as soon as this one hits 3 o'clock. We on the road. What's going on, people? What's going on? How are we? Happy Sunday. Happy blessed Sunday. I hope you all have had a great week. We're getting ready to go into another one. But before we hit this next week, I just want y'all to know that everything that you're working on, it's going to happen. Things take time. things move according to the way that they're supposed to move, but everything is working out for the benefit of you. So do know that whatever you're trying to get done, it's going to get done. It's going to get done at the right time. You're just not ready for it yet, so it hasn't come to fruition yet. But trust me, it is on the way. You can godly and truthfully and for real and be known that you can believe that. All right. You can definitely believe that. We always start here in the house. If you're new to the house, the house that Vanderbilt is the house that's built on love. It's built on respect. It's built on knowledge, and it's built on gaining knowledge. It's built on telling the true facts and the real story, and not half the story or something someone made up so that we could just figure some things out on the back end. No, we want to see it, and we want to see it come from the front end. So that's what the House of Vanderbilt is on. We do this out on Sunday like we deal out at dinner. We start off with a little bit of appetizers where I thank a bunch of people and I thank a bunch of things that are happening in life. And then we move into the main course. And then at the end, we'll hit it off with a little bit of dessert. We'll be asking some favors of you. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it works. So as I said, we're going to start off with our appetizers, and we're going to just thank a few people. I have to thank somebody who's special to me. This person, she watches the lives, and that's the good thing I love. She's into the lives and everything. And then I get several different people that watch them later. My BuzzFeed is going crazy right now where people are actually listening to these things like going to work and stuff like that. So I'm very appreciative to all of you all. And as soon as I can figure out how to gather your names of those people who are downloading the actual House to Vanderbilt podcast on their iTunes and their YouTubes and all that, I'm going to thank you personally. But right now, I just want to say a special thanks to my cousin. She's now staying in the state of Texas. This chick used to work in the department, the police department to be exact. She worked in the courthouse. She's done a lot of things clerical. I mean, she's a brain. I mean, just a pure brain. When I say brain, she's a pure brain. And her name is Cherie Roundtree. My cousin Cherie, is looking to move back to the city of Chicago, y'all. She's trying to move back to the state of Illinois. And she hit me the other day and she was like, what are some of my connections? And most of my connections are in the food and service industry. But I know that there are a lot of you out there that are actually, part of my world and everything, and I don't know exactly what you do, but if you know something that's going on in the clerical world, somebody who has a very strong background with law enforcement, with the court systems in the state of Illinois, hit a brother up and let me know what's going on out there so I can pass that news on to my cousin Cherie. She wants to move back to the state of Illinois. She's actually looking for employment right now. She's putting her resume out there, and I would love to guide her in the right direction. So, Cherie, I just want to say thank you for all of the love and all the support you give me every week, the phone calls, the text messages, the prayers that you send me. I know you got me, and I know because of you, many others have me as well. I'm very appreciative to that, and I love you for it. Shout out to my neighbor, Miss B. Girl, I love you over there at the Elite. As I'm transitioning out of my old place into my new place, and my neighbor over there, she's such a loving woman. I mean, just heart filled with God, and she loves so strongly. And the woman cried as I was getting ready, and as I'm getting ready to transition and I'm moving things slowly but surely. And she shed so many tears in appreciation of me, letting me know that I was one of the best neighbors that her and her living partner had in many, many years. And for things like that, I'm just grateful. I say that God always guides us and he leads us in the way that we need to go. So I just want to, hey, B, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for sharing the podcast with your families and friends, all in Chicago and stuff like that, and in Texas and everywhere else you tell me about. I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you to some of these new folks that let me work with them, man. These folks that let me really come into the business. I come from the service industry, so to market to them and to show them how to market to the world is just something that's it's just built inside of me. So, I always love thanking my folks that's actually allowed me to come in and start working with them. Olympia Pizzas out there in Stockbridge, Blue Rose Art Bistro out there in Douglasville, La Fiesta over there in College Park. Culturistic Kitchen over there in McDonough, Crush over there in East Point, Botanical Kitchen and Bar over there in Noonan, excuse me, Da Vinci's New York style pizza out there in McDonough as well, and Capozzi's Pizza out there in Roswell. Thank y'all for working with me. My guy over there in Alabama, Huntsville, Alabama, with Shaggy's Burgers and his other joint, Little Rosie's Taqueria. I want to say thank you, Chris. I want to say thank you to everybody that allows me to work with them and allows me to bring more revenue into their business. I'm appreciative of that, But enough with the thank yous. I love you all. But we got some food to eat, y'all. We got some food to eat. Now, I've been on this corruption scheme thing that's been going on with this administration since day one of them getting back in there. I talked a little bit last week about how Agent Orange was involved in crypto and everything. And I want to make a point, I talked about that last week, and I noticed that Abby Phillips and Don Lemon and Joy Reid and Jen Shapiro. I mean, not Jen, that's Shapiro. I'm mixing people up. But Jen Psaki and all these other folks on CNN, MSNBC, MS Now, which is now that, they're talking about exactly what I talked about last week. How Shang Peng Zhao, who was the guy who had been put in prison because he was running a crypto company that was literally allowing drug dealers to send money and traffic drugs, sending payments through there so they would never be found out, allowing sex traffickers to send money. And I mean, these are real pedophiles. His market was the darkest of darkest people were on his platform paying for what they were trying to get done. Terrorists were on his platform paying for what they were trying to get done. This dude went to jail, federal freaking prison. He was locked up to never see the light of day, hopefully. And who gives him a pardon? Your boy, Agent Orange. This is what Abby Phillips and all of them have been talking about all week. I touched bases on this last week. Your boy, Agent Orange, gives them a pardon and then gets in business with them. Now, as the man sitting in that office, he can't directly be in business with him, but his sons are in business with him. They got a whole crypto scheme going on right now. And I told y'all last week, China, Russia, North Korea, North Korea, Russia, and Iran. Head people in each one of these countries have invested over $50 million into this crypto coin, this whole crypto scheme that your boy Agent Orange's kids are involved in, but he getting paid off of. And just like they were talking, I said this last week again, Russia come right in Atlanta. Russia got so much property here in Atlanta, it's a shame. So these three countries just put over $50 million in this man's crypto whole scheme going on. And what y'all trying to tell me that y'all don't think this man getting paid and he's selling us bit by bit, land by land to these folks over here? And then they finna come up ahead and they'll tell them what they finna put on that land? I'm just wondering how far down the yellow brick road y'all gonna take us, and how far down the bullshit road y'all gonna walk, and act like this ain't affecting all of us. How far are you gonna just continue to let this just go, and act like this ain't happening, and this ain't happening? That happened in October of 2025 when that dude got released on a pardon. And now here we are in July of 2026, and these folks got over $57 million in a damn cryptocurrency, and ain't nobody saying nothing about it. And y'all act like it ain't nothing. MAGA, y'all so deep in kissing his ass, y'all, well, it's nothing, you need to worry about this. No, I don't need to worry about it because y'all need to worry about it. Y'all the one lost y'all money, putting that money inside of his thing when he wasn't going to pay none of y'all ever. But you got North Korea, somebody who hates America. Iran, somebody who does hate America. And Russia, another country that doesn't like America either. And you got all of them putting that much money in this man's cryptocurrency. You can't tell me ain't some bullshit in the game. You can't tell me that something ain't up behind this. That's the whole point. Y'all, he started dishing this madness out that he dishing and then keeping all of us in the dark. Some of us ain't in the dark. Some of us watching this with our eyes wide the hell open. And we see exactly what's going on. And we're trying to share with y'all what's going on, but you refuse. You refuse sometimes to pay attention. But here we go. Not only did he pardon him and set up a whole crypto scheme, but the dude went right out and literally start marketing and telling the world that he the one did it. You got a dude who was literally locked up. Now, I thought y'all was going to clean the swamp out. I thought y'all were going to clean the swamp out. That's what y'all said. Y'all said the swamp was going to be clean. You clean the swamp out. There'll be no more pedophiles. Y'all said that. You said that the party on the red side was all about making sure that we got rid of the pedophiles. You got a man who literally was taking money and sending it through a crypto coin so they could be blackened. You couldn't trace the money. And they were taking money from pedophiles to get little girls and little boys. And y'all don't see this as a problem. Y'all don't see this as a problem. But you sat there and you watched the other night this man talk for 27 minutes about an election that is the biggest crock of crap I've ever heard in my life. The man said that the CIA was working with China to help them influence the 2020 election. And then it's people out here like that dude Terrence that's on Facebook and stuff like that. You know, y'all study repeating this trash and then you're not paying attention before you go and repeat it. You know, it's so funny how one of my pastors today talked about Jezebel and Ahab, and just you was just saying how people go and say stuff, but it's not connected to the truth. They just go repeat what they heard, and then they don't go research nothing, and nothing is connected to the damn truth. And that's exactly what that dude Terrence and a lot of y'all on this little app running do. Is that you hear something and you immediately run and start talking about it, but you ain't did no damn research. So when the man told you that the CIA was working with China to rig the 2020 election, did it ever occur to you that the dude that you're talking about was elected in 2016? And so therefore the 2020 election had yet happened. So the CIA that he's speaking of is his fucking CIA? Did it ever occur to you that this dude is telling you that the very people that he was in control of were working against him? That should be very alarming to all of y'all. You know, I said in the comments I was really going to talk about corruption, but I also want to talk about something else, which was it's time that we wake up and open up our eyes. It's time y'all open up y'all eyes and start listening with 2 ears and stop talking so damn much. You got 2 ears, 1 mouth. That should let you know one should work way more than the other. Y'all so quick. As soon as that man got off that goddamn podium and stopped talking after that 27 minutes of bullshit ran it out of his mouth, all y'all ran and did was y'all ran online. Oh my God, China was helping them steal the election for Joe Biden, but you didn't do any research. The very files that he let out You can go and get them. They're available to all of us right now. I went and got them. They're available to you right now. They're literally sitting there waiting for your goof ass to go and read them. And guess what you're gonna find out? You're not gonna find out that China was helping CIA and CIA was pushing for Biden. Shit. That's not what you're gonna find out. And you know what? I really wish you would find that out, because then that would mean that Agent Orange's own CIA was working against him. That's exactly what that would mean. But that's not what happened. But what did happen was that, you remember your boy stood on stage and he said, "Hey, Russia, go get all of the emails," back in 2016. You remember that? You remember, fast forward, when he was debating again, he said on national TV while he was still president, he said, "Hey, Russia, I really wish you could find some information, because if there's any dirt, I'm going to listen." He said that. Excuse me. He said, if there's any dirt, I'm going to listen and I'm going to take it into consideration. He said that. See, most of y'all don't pay attention. Again, you're doing too much of this and not enough of this. The man said that. He said it on national television. I remember watching him say it. And I remember saying, how dumb can you be? Because when they do start sending you information, then you got a track record of actually saying that you would use it. Because you said it. He said he would use it. Not only would he listen and pay attention to it, but he would use it if it warranted it. Those were some of his words. But if you go back and read what he just released, what you will learn is that Russia actually did do some things. Who actually wrote some things down? It says 2020 election, according to Agent Orange, the CIA. I just talked about that. Skip that part. One of the most damning documents that was released during the 27 minutes shit dumpster that your boy put on out there was that Putin, okay, Vladimir Count Dracula Putin and his senior officials were overseeing efforts of proxies to spread claims about former Vice President Joe Biden. Putin and his officials were making sure that we were getting information fed to us via TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, news, anywhere else they could possibly get us. They were spreading propaganda about Burisma. How many of y'all remember the company Burisma, the big energy company, the big company that I do believe that Hunter Biden said saved 10% for the big guy. I believe that. I'm not gonna lie to you. I honestly do believe that. They just couldn't prove it. But I believe it was said. And if it was said, so be it. Because I think that, just like most of y'all, I honestly do think that a lot of them are corrupt. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not saying that none of them are taking under the table deals and all that. I've never once said that. But what I am saying is that the way that this dude is doing it right now is doing more harm to us than anybody else. See, because when you keep it secret and you keep it under wraps, that means you don't want nobody to find out. So you're not going to do too much that's going to do too much harm to the American people, because then we get to digging. And we get to doing our own investigative, a little thing. We become crime watchers, and now we all about it. And we're gonna get the information out there. And now with social media, the way it is, we getting information out there like hell. But the way this dude is doing it is putting the hurting on our asses. It's putting the hurting on us. So the very records that the dude told y'all was, oh, China did this, and he's trying to spin y'all, trying to get you all wound up, man, y'all so easily wound up. As soon as this man say anything, y'all just get wound up. Oh my God, Biden did this and Biden did that, man. Y'all about the dumbest people I've ever seen in my life. How the hell could Biden do any of that and Biden wasn't president yet? How the hell could Biden tell the CIA and the FBI to do anything and Biden wasn't president yet? This man's people. He had all his people in prime offices and titles and all that. And you trying to tell me that all of a sudden Biden was doing this back in 2020 before the election? It just don't make no sense. So y'all need to wake the hell up and understand we not getting nowhere study listening to bullshit and fighting one another. That's just every time you come on TV to spin some shit, it's only because his poll numbers are dropping and people are starting to do what? Do some investigative work. People starting to read more. People starting to pay more attention. You know, when he dropped that shit and them records went out there, I'm here to tell you, I was one of the people that went and had to go look at them records. Because I'm like, wait a minute now, if China did do this, I really want to know. I want to talk about it. Because maybe there is something, but then I thought about it, but then I said, wait a minute, now he said 2020. So this is prior to the man that came after him, prior to him getting into office. Something ain't right with that picture. So then you go and you read the damn records and then you find out that Russia actually did interfere. Russia actually was putting shit out there that could have actually hurt Biden. The only thing that saved Biden's ass because we hated Agent Orange more than we hated Biden. That's it. That's the only thing that saved them. And everything they had was on Hunter Biden. They had nothing on Joe. They had everything on Hunter Biden. We get no fuck about no Hunter Biden. Hunter Biden wasn't running to be president. We don't care about the crackhead son. He didn't mean nothing. Yeah, he was cutting deals on the side and getting a little $5 million and everything. But his son got $100 million clubs in Washington, D.C. Private clubs, might I add. Cost you $1 million to become a member. Not $100 million, excuse me. Cost you $1 million to become a member. What kind of shit is that? Then they got the crypto scheme that he getting paid off of. What kind of shit is that? Then they all of a sudden they're now in electricity and they're in new different AI and all this stuff. Now they're investors in all these different things. And all of the companies that they invest their money in so happen to get these big government contracts. $600 million government contract, $30 million government contract. What kind of shit is that? What kind of shit is that? Y'all talking about, you know, what them folks of the past done did. This man here doing it in your damn face, but then not only is he doing it in your face, it's hurting us. This reflection pool bullshit. Word on the street is that he was the one who fucked up the reflection pool, and now we still paying for it. And who we paying? His crony ass friends. That's who making the money. These dope-in contracts ain't doing us no good. Our taxes study just getting pushed out there to mugs that don't make no difference to us. I would believe that somebody of a minority company could come up in there and do the reflection pool and not have a problem and getting it done just like that. Just like that. But where we at? We stuck with this man constantly taking our tax money and giving it to one of his so-called homeboys, and we still fucked. We still messed up, y'all. We still not getting nowhere with this. We ain't getting nowhere. It's time for us to honestly open our eyes and see that this administration is not about even helping none of us. They just want to keep us all divided so that we could not pay attention and finally wake the hell up and see that divided people ain't gonna make shit happen. It's nothing gonna happen. We ain't gonna make no way. You know, the preacher that was preaching today, she also said something else that really kind of hit home with exactly what we got going on right now. She said God sees that the earth needs a cleansing. And as long as we are still riding the coattails and paying attention to systems that shouldn't be in place, the earth ain't gonna get its cleansing. MAGA, y'all run y'all ass around here and talk about you so holier than thou, and you're so full of God, and you the God's chosen people, and your party is all about, Jesus Christ and Mother Mary and whatever other, everything about y'all is supposed to be so godly. Your boy hid the Epstein files. He will not release them totally. Your boy is in them. Your boy started a war, killed 100 fucking children. He killed 100 children, y'all. 100 girls in a school. And then they tried to hide it. Your boy bombed over there in Africa. Y'all don't talk about that. No one talks about that. You run around here trying to say, oh, he stopped 8 wars. He didn't stop 8 wars. Them folks over there told y'all he didn't do that, but you don't want to listen. You don't want to listen to the very folks that told y'all he had nothing to do with that. You don't want to listen. You just want to prop this orange mother sucker up to make it believe like what? You're not getting anywhere with this. God don't like this, y'all. I don't care what kind of God you serve. Whatever God you serve, he don't like this at all. Quite frankly, I think he hates it. And you guys keep letting this go on with this dude like he is some type of king. And all y'all, you run out here and you talk about how evangelical you all are, and you're full of shit because you propping up this man who ain't doing you no good, damn sure ain't doing me no good, ain't doing the rest of the world no good either. But you constantly prop him up like it's just worth something, and that's where I'm lost at. When will you wake the hell up and see that until we finally realize that what's going on right before our eyes is wrong and call it out for the BS that it is, that we ain't gonna get no better. That this world ain't gonna let us do nothing better. That our gas prices ain't gonna go down. That our food costs won't make sense to our pockets. That our living expenses won't make sense so we can have some fun. When will you not realize until we deal with this issue that we have right in front of us, that we could deal with so easily? We can deal with it. It's time to give the man his walking papers. It's time to let him go on and let Vice President J.D., former cross-dresser Vance, go on and sit in the chair. See, that's what y'all fail to realize. Let's call it out what it is. Y'all are so hell-bent on saying the trans community is the worst community and they don't exist. And J.D., former cross-dresser Vance, is a former cross-dresser. He had a whole drag persona, a whole freaking drag name. And y'all act like that didn't happen, like that's not the truth. It is the truth. So let Miss Thing go ahead on and get her ass in that seat and get the man who claims that he's not prejudiced, he's the most least prejudiced man in the world, get his ass up out that seat. It's time we finally came together on one thing, and that one thing is that we all can live better than what we're living right now today. We can live better than this. And how we start living better than what we're living right now today is we take control of that office and we impeach what's in there. We get rid of him. We get Hegseth, his weird ass. Now, all of a sudden, if you're above 30 and your testosterone levels are not high enough, they're going to test you for testosterone, this something. Meaning you have a problem with being with your testosterone levels. And then if they find that you do have a problem, then they're going to recommend that you now get on some type of regimen. For a fucking administration that don't believe in vaccinations, don't believe in the trans world, y'all sure doing a whole lot of trans shit. I'm sorry. I thought only the trans people be worried about testosterone levels and all that, and whether or not they too high, too low, and all that. God damn. Because if you mess up these folks' testosterone, what if they start forming breasts and all this stuff? Y'all, MAGA, your people over there going wild, man. They're going wild. And y'all act like this ain't happening. But it's happening. It's happening. Everything that they say they're against, they somehow find a way around and start doing it. No vaccines and hating trans, but now you're worried about people's testosterone levels and you want to put them on a regimen. Baby. Y'all paying attention? Are you paying attention? You worried about people's testosterone levels and you're going to put them on a regimen. Baby, if that ain't drag queen 101, I don't know what it is. Baby, that's the first thing that they start doing. They go figure out what they need and they can get on hormones. That's what y'all finna do to the men in the army from ages 30 and above. If that ain't the pot calling the kettle black, what the hell is really going on in this world? But that's where we are. Your boy is as corrupt as the day is long. I'm going to hop back on it next week and get more in detail with the corruption. But I had to take a break just for a second and ask you, open your damn eyes. Open your eyes, y'all. The man gave you ample stuff to go out there and read. Go read it. The Epstein files that you want to see, even though they're redacted, go read them. Go and just Google them and read them. See how much stuff is redacted and then start asking the right questions. Why is that redacted? Why is that not seen? Why is these three sentences seen? And then when they get down to the names and everything to help me correlate what's going on here, why is that not seen? Go do that. Go read these files just from his 27-minute speech that he did the other night. And he told y'all China is supposed to have been working with the CIA in 2020 to help rig the 2020 election. And then read it, and you're going to find out what Russia was actually doing. But then here's the question. Ask your goddamn self, how is it that China was doing anything again in 2020 when those were his people? He wasn't out of office yet. So these are the things I need you to wake the hell up and ask yourself questions instead of running to these goddamn little blue app, the red app, and all the other apps and just repeating and regurgitating stuff that's not making sense when someone actually evaluates what the hell you just said. Wake up. Please go follow me on YouTube at the House that Vanderbilt, being spelled VANDR-BUILT, on Instagram at the House that Vanderbilt without the dash, on TikTok at the House that Vanderbilt, at the House that Vander-Built. B-U-I-L-T. Not how I spell my name with B-I-L-T, okay? Follow me, y'all. I need y'all to follow me, especially on YouTube and Instagram. I'm trying to go live on there. It went from having 100 and 50 on one and 100 on another to now I having 1,000, which is cool with me. I'm fine with that. I'll work my way up. Just like the House that Vanderbilt's page on Facebook has been growing and growing and growing. We're almost at 2,000 followers on there. Hey, I've only been doing this for a short time, and we got a long way to go. 2028 is a far ways away from here, and I'm not going to stop. As much information as I can get will be as much information as I can give. But at the same time, I need you out there, all of you listeners, all of you people that go on my podcast and listen while you drive. And again, I want to thank you for, getting on the YouTubes and the iTunes and the Spotifys and all those different apparatuses and listening to the podcast. I'm very appreciative. Share it. Share it. Share it. I appreciate you. Now I want you to share it. I want you to talk about it. I love when I was in Chicago a couple of weeks ago. I told y'all, folks walked up to me and told me what a good job I'm doing. I thank you. Share it now. Start sharing it. Because guess what? The more we share, the more we grow. Follow me on all the apparatuses, y'all. And you know what? I'm ready to start taking guests, man. I'm ready to start actually talking to people one-on-one. I'm ready to start talking to you. I want to talk about your problems in life. I want to talk about how you can't get some of the help you probably need because of some of the things this administration has done. Where are the people who are struggling with drug addiction? Where y'all at? How many methadone clinics that close down in your neighborhoods and stuff and you can't get your fix no more? So you're back out there on the streets robbing and everything to try to get your fix. Where y'all at? I want to talk to you. Where you alcoholics at? I was just talking to somebody. I'm talking directly to you right now, and I know you've been watching me. So where you alcoholics at? That want some help, but don't know how to go get some help, and you just want to talk about it. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you because this administration don't give a damn about you, but I care. I care. I'll get into my story one day. I'll tell my whole goddamn story one day just so I can help some of y'all. But I hear you. I see you. You're not invisible. But to this administration, you are. Where are my trans people at who having a hard time finding hormone therapy and all that other stuff? Where you at? Come on. I want to talk to you. Because I know some people that know some people that know some people that can get you what you need. I know some people that know some people that can get you what you need. I know. I know some people. Where you at? What are my brothers and sisters and stuff that have been struggling getting their needs for STDs and HIV and all that stuff? Where y'all at? I know you out there. I know you out there. You struggling to get some help? I got some people that know some people, man. I got some people in every fucking spectrum that know some people. I want to help all y'all. I want to help all of y'all because this administration seems to think that y'all don't exist, that y'all don't count, that you don't make a difference. I beg to differ. I think you all make a difference. I think every person that's walking on the face of this earth that's breathing makes a difference. And if I can't help you, maybe somebody that I know that knows somebody can help you. So that's what the house is about. In this next season, we finna get ready to go in. We're going to keep hitting this administration with things that I know they shouldn't be doing. But at the same time, we're going to be trying to help one another. And I'm here to help you. I'm here to help you. I love you too, baby. I'm here to help you. I want to help. So I want to help all my drug addicts out there. If you have an addiction to drugs and you're trying to get off of them or you need some help, hit me up. Hit me up. I want to help. I know some people that know some people. For real, for real. Hit me up. My alcoholics out there, if you're trying to get off of alcohol, man, and you're just struggling with it, and you see a way out, you know there's a door down there that you're supposed to walk through, hit me up. I want to help. I want to help. My folks out there, my sex workers and all them folks, you know, I want to help. Say you want to get out. I want to help. Say you just want to protect yourself and be healthy. I want to help you too. I am not God. I can't tell you who you are, what you should be doing, or what you shouldn't be doing. I'm not here to condemn you or anything else. I want to help. But the only way I can help is if you come on here and talk about it. If you come on here and talk about it. To all my trans people out there who this administration thinks you're invisible. I've never thought you were invisible. Hey, let's talk about it. I want to hear some of your stories too. To my women out there who living with men who still abusing them, we in the 21st century and we still got women literally getting abused. But you know what though? Let's flip that coin a little bit. To my brothers out there who getting abused by their women. I want to help. I want to talk to you. I want to talk to you. To my brothers out there that's getting abused by their lovers, their brothers, to other brothers. I want to talk to you too. To my sisters that's out there getting abused by their women lovers. I want to talk to you too. I want to help. To the people out there who have children and can't get enough assistance, I want to help you too. I want to help. But we need to talk about it. We really need to talk about it. There's so much that we need to talk about that we don't talk about. We know why we don't talk about it? Because they want to act like you don't exist. They want to act like you just don't exist. But guess what? You exist. And there's help out there for you. And like I said, I'm going to tell my story one day. But it's growing. And I'm truly a blessed man. Y'all have no idea the shit I've been through life. But when I look at myself at the age of 51 years old right now, when I see myself and I look at myself in the mirror and I can just love on me the way I do right now, boy, I tell you, if I could just go back and tell Lil Van everything gonna be all right, he would have made it through a lot of things even faster. But that's all right, though. But now it's my turn to give back. It's my turn thank you so much, cousin. It's my turn to return the favor. So do know I want to help. And I have people, and trust you me, I have a gang of people. I've been on this earth 51 years, and I know a lot of people. And I ain't talking small change people, baby. I know presidents of companies that I have numbers to that I have to talk to. I want to help. I really do want to help. But the only way I can help is if we have conversation. So I just want y'all to know, the doors are open, family. The house that Vanderbilt is now looking to help. And now that I'm looking to help, I need y'all to come on in here and tell me what I need to be helping with. So, until next week, I want y'all to have a blessed week. I want anything that you think you can conquer be the very thing that you smush like it's nothing. I want whatever you had an issue with last week to go on to this week like it didn't even exist. I want you to live the life that you intended to live. Not the life you think you need to live, but the life that you were intended to live. Cousin, it is so our turn. It is so our turn. It is so our turn. And I stay encouraged because of people like you and people like y'all and people like whoever's about to come to me, because I feel it coming, and all I can say is I throw my hands up to thee because he got me on this path, and I'm going to walk him. Have a beautiful week, y'all. I love y'all. I appreciate each and every one of you. And let's just keep on living. Peace. Dun, 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 dun.